I told float.
Yes, sir.
Next.
By float we can adjust, right?
Positions.
Not positions. I was asking about layouts.
Yeah, it's construction. Construction.
Construction layout. What construction layout?
We are constructing the building, sir.
Mhm.
Because where is the kitchen, where is the bedroom, where is the washroom?
That is layout. I was asking what are all the different ways we discussed.
Flexibility, sir.
That is what I was expecting. Okay. I was asked, try to listen the question. What are all the different ways we can create the layout? Okay. Today we are going to talk about flex. Okay. Yesterday we talked about float. Today we are going to look how to create a layout using float. Okay. There are many advantages of using float. Okay. People are going to prefer, flex. People are developers are going to prefer flex because it is going to be like easy and comfortable to work. Okay. It has a lot of advantages, features, I can say. Okay. So that we can, what are the tasks, what are the layout we are looking for, we can, using this flex, we can achieve it. We're going to remove all the styles. And all the content over here. Okay, now I'm going to save this. Now, when we are talking about flex, it is going to have a child and parent relationship. It is going to have a parent and child relationships. Okay, then only the flex is going to work. Now, how I'm gonna take some few views over here. Okay, this is going to be my parent. Okay, inside this, I'm gonna take a few modules. Div. And I'll make add some content over here, div one, and I'll try to make a few more few more divs. Control C, Control V. Okay, div 2, div 3, 4, and 5. Now we'll try to execute this. Open in default viewer. Div 1, div 2, div 3. We are getting everything.
Yes, sir.
Next, we'll try to write a few styles for it. Okay, this is where the flex comes into picture. Okay, this is my parent div. I can give it as, when it comes to flex, we have a two types of things we need to discuss here. A separate properties, I can say. Okay. In that, the first one is I'm gonna add the comment them. We are going to talk about flex container properties. Container properties. Okay, and the next one is flex item properties. What is this flex container properties and what is this flex item properties? Okay, when it comes to this flex container, in a sense, what is the general meaning of container?
Container is a transfer of some materials, sir, from one position to another position.
we'll keep something in a container and just run
which is going to store
uh,
something.
yes, sir.
Okay, that we call it as a container. In web, here, what is a container? This div is a container, right? This parent div, this div I was talking about, which is holding the rest of the child divs. Okay,
Okay.
but I just that we call it as a container. Okay, there is nothing like container here over here. Okay, we will like for our understanding we'll be telling it as container.
Container is
Okay, so that I gonna name this class as container. When it comes to this container, it plays very important. I mean, you will be hearing this in Bootstrap. Okay, there is a specific class, there is some properties for this container. Okay, here as of now this is just a class name. Okay, there is no, apart from that there is nothing. And here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some class for this as well.
we cannot add IDs. Sir.
You can add, but when you are writing for the styles, in very less cases we are going to like use ID. Okay, most of the scenarios for stylings we are going to use class. Okay,
Sir, for parent tag we have used class method.
Mhm.
Why for child tag?
child.
If we use for parent tag only class, it do not work for child tag, sir.
It is going to work. If you want, here you can add your class. Okay, div item. Okay, this is for this element and this is for this element. Next, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some styles for my parent container. Okay, how we're going to write container, brackets and closed brackets, and this is where flex comes into picture. See how, but we want this layout to be like side by side. Okay, how we are going to do that? First we're going to add some border for it. Border of 1px solid. We had the border. Next we'll add some padding of some 10px. Next we'll add some flex. Here comes the flex. Before that I'll try to add a few properties for divs, I mean children, the children. Okay, to all the styles I'm going to use some common property. I can use this in selector. Okay, dot container and space div. Okay, for all the divs it is going to apply these styles. Height of something like 100 pixels and width of something like 100 px. Now if you try to reload,
Yes.
you can see the things happening. I'll add some background color like light green color. Okay, light green. Okay, for this again I'm gonna add some pattern, adding off something like 10 px. What's up?
Sir, the background only for the elements given, sir, not for whole page. The background color for due 1, due 2, it came, sir, not for full page.
Why? Why it is not coming for the whole page?
Because you have used content, sir. You have used undue content view.
Container div.
So it's not coming, sir.
See, this is a dissonant selector. Okay, what is this dissonant selector? If you talk, like this space represents, it is going to, have you attended dissonant selectors? Selectors,
Yes, sir.
combinator selectors. Okay, this I have explained in the first place. What this is going to do is, if you give some space, it is going to apply for all the children. Okay, yes. See, if I want to take class for individual elements, then you need to take some class. Okay, here I want some common properties. So I have used my descendant selector. Next. Now we want this to be like side by side. How to do this? Right, that is what the layout is all about. Right? So here comes the flex. Now what I'm going to do is display. There is a property called as display flex. We have already discussed about this display flex.
Yes, sir.
So now just I have passed display flex. Everything becomes inline. By default, it is a block. What is this display flex is going to do is it makes
Black elements to
inline elements, all the child block elements to inline elements. Okay, so that if you have 100 also, it gonna come in a single row. Okay. Now we'll try to talk about flex container properties. For this container properties, there are few properties for it. Okay, what are all the container properties? And we're gonna talk about it. Okay, first one is flex direction. Okay. For this container properties, in the sense it is applied to the parent, not for the children. This is a parent properties. Okay, so that we are applying to the parent. What is the parent? Container is the parent. You're getting it right?
Yes, sir.
So that flex direction, by default it is going to be row. Flex direction row. Okay, by default it is going to be row. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to column. It becomes the column. Okay, and there are few more properties, like we have a row, column, and as well as row reverse. What is this row reverse is going to do? It's gonna start from the opposite direction.
Yes, sir.
Row reverse. Previously it is going to start from there. Now it is going to start from here. And also if you try to check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now the next one is row, and here you're gonna have column reverse. Column and column reverse, which is in opposite.
Yes, sir.
Understood? Next, this is one of the parent properties. Next, a few more. What are all the things we are going to have inside it? We're gonna check it. We'll try to talk about now justify content. Justify content. Okay. Center. We need to play with this height. I'm gonna give this some height. Height of something like around. I'll make this as column. Let this be row. Okay, so that you can understand it better. Row, right? Now I'm gonna increase my height to something like around 300 px. Okay, this has been increased. Now what I'm gonna do? Justify content center. What do you see here?
The container.
All the items has reached to the center. If you want to the beginning, we have flex start. It's gonna start from here and the end. Okay, we have the end and the center. Next, we have one more property called as align items. This is for horizontal. This is for align items is for vertical. Align items center. Then when it comes to for this also we are going to have flex start and flex end. Flex start, okay, and the flex end. Okay. Now see, without these properties, if you want to do with using CSS, it becomes a big task. Okay, using this, we can. What is this going to do? Making our work easy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, however we want the layout, we can make it happen. That's it. Now we have a few more properties: justify content, center, flex start, flex end. Apart from that, we have like space around, space between. Space around. What is this going to do? It is going to give the space around the element. Okay, see, around, on the left and right, on the left and right. Okay, when it comes to space between the elements, it is going to give the space. Next, the same thing with align items as well. Okay, but it is going to work with column. Next, align items, center, justify content. It is making our work more easier, right? Yeah, we'll make it center, both the things. Now if you want to make some element, okay, think that you have your image.
Yes, sir.
Okay, to the complete page, you want to make that center. How you gonna do? I have an image for this whole screen. I have an image. Okay, I want that image to be here at the center of the center of the page.
By using flex center, flex element, and flex row also.
Flex row. Why we need flex row?
You direct the image, sir.
No. Why we need to direct the image?
To align in center.
If you use this justify content center and align items center,
Yes, sir. Get it.
so that everything becomes center, like horizontal and vertical. That is what I see here. You can do center. Center. Everything becomes center. Okay. Next, I'm gonna add multiple. I mean, add a few more elements. Control C. Save and reload. Okay, it keeps on going. If you add 10 more also, it is going to come in the same row. But that should not be the case, right? For that, there is a property called as flex wrap. What is this flex wrap is going to do?
It wraps in one.
It wraps according to the size. Okay. Next, by default, it is going to be no wrap. No wrap. If you want to wrap the elements, flex wrap of wrap. Understood? Next. Flex grow. Okay. What is this flex grow? There is a property called as flex grow. What is this flex grow is going to do? Okay. First, you try to understand these properties. Okay. Once you understand this, that is a small thing. That is, you can easily understand. Okay, that is the task for you. Okay, flex, grow. Okay, how it gonna work? You need to like explain me tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it is a small thing. It apart from that, how it is growing. Okay, according to the screen size, if you have 10 elements, okay, if you want some one particular element not to grow, okay, you are going to use this flex grow. If you wants to use this, I mean, if you have 3 elements in that, you want the third element to occupy the rest of the space, then you are going to use this flex grow. Okay, first you try to understand these properties. Okay, these are all the item, I mean, properties for container properties in flex. Okay, there are few more, okay, which we are not going to use at all. This, if you understand this, most of the scenarios will be done. Next, but this is going to be like straightforward, but in real time scenarios there will be the things is going to change. Okay, you should be in a position to understand that. Okay, if you need to understand that, in the sense you need to know this. If you know this only, you can apply that. Okay, that becomes, that will, looking at it, there will be like a lot of complexities, but if you know what to use where, then the task becomes easier. Okay, next we'll talk about child properties. These are all the child properties. I'll remove all the properties here, I mean the rest of the leaves. Here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the order. I'm gonna write some inline styles. Style is equals to order of 1. I'll just copy all this. Control C. I'm gonna paste it over here. Paste. Paste. Okay. Now by default there is nothing to change. Now what is this order is going to do in a sense? I'm gonna make this as 5. I'm gonna make this as 2, and this is already 2, so I'm gonna make it as 1, and I'm gonna make this as 4, and I'm gonna make this as 3, and I'm gonna make this as 2. Okay, what is happening here? Order
Number
has
have
been,
changed, sir.
the order, we can change the children order as well. Okay, we can change its order using this. This is a children properties. These properties can be applied for children. Am I applying this to the parent?
Will not work.
It will not work. Okay, these are all parent properties.
Yes, sir.
We cannot apply this for children. Okay, these are all child properties. Next, order is one of the child property, and we have, what do we have next? It comes to this one. Child properties, child properties, child properties. Next we have flex, I mean self align. Self align. Self align, flex, start. Okay, I just want to copy this. Control C and the Control V. Flex end. And I'm gonna give it as flex center or at center. Save. Nothing is happening over here because I need to remove this. Justify content center and align items center. Okay, something is wrong. Align self. Align self. Sorry, the property is align self. Align self. Next here, align self. Control C. Control V. Okay.
Yes.
And align self. I'll remove this order now because it is changing the order. According to the order, it is applying. I'll just remove the order. Okay, here I'm gonna change this to align self, flex start. What this is going to do, flex start and flex end. See, previously we are playing with the whole items, whole content. Now we are playing with individual child items. See, flex start, for the first one, flex end for the second one, center to the third one. Now I'll make this as like center, and I'll make this as flex end, flex end. See, okay, again I'm gonna make this as flex center, and here flex start. Understood? Now we'll try to create a small layout using flex, some real time, so that you can understand it. Okay, which one can create? We'll try to create this footer. Okay, this is also a layout, so we'll try to create a footer. Okay. See, I'll be like going a little bit faster because you already know this. Okay, if you're like not understanding anything, please let me know. You stop it, sir. What is this happening over there? Okay, ask me so that I can explain you out. Tell what is the problem? How many columns you have?
12 columns.
So how many children?
First one.
Then now what I want in my first children? An image, and I'm gonna like copy this image address inside this. I'm gonna make the image tag. src is equals to I'm gonna paste it over here. Okay, next alt AIT logo. Next next to it we have some content. I'll just copy this. Copy tag. Next we have this h2. Now my first thing is done, right? And also for my parent, I want to add this parent. Class is equals to, I'm gonna add some class parent div. Now I'm gonna write my styles here. Dot parent div. Okay. Display flex. Then next we have this h2. I'm gonna make this h2 over here. Coming to the second div. h2. h2. What is it? Company. Control C, Control V. Next, see, I was like giving space to each and every div.
Yes, sir.
Inside this div, what are all the things you want inside this? You can add it here. You have UL. UL because it is a list of items. Excuse me. Home. I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna paste it. Okay, you can add these fields. Next, we have the same thing. So I'm gonna copy smart work. I am not going to write anything again. I'll just change the headings. Next, UI development codes. Control C. Okay. Next, we have this contact info. So that my third last step, we have H2. Inside this contact info. Contact info. Next, we have some icons here. How to add the icons? Okay. Font. Awesome. Only 3 icons. Okay. Pay attention when I was like trying to tell something new. See, when it comes to icons, you are going to add some font or some icons. Okay. If you wants to add that icons, you need to have a CDN. CDN in the sense content delivery network. What this is going to do is it gives access to add that particular, to use a particular properties. Okay. Inside that thing that you need to add this curve. Before that, you need to have this link. This we call it as CDN link. Okay. You copy this and you're gonna paste it inside your head.
Not in this one.
No, it should be placed inside the head so that wherever you add the icon, you will be accessible.
Yes.
See here, I'm gonna paste it. I have pasted it, right? Now what I'm gonna do, I can add this. I'll check if it is working or not. Okay, this is for this one, this is for this one, and this is for this one. I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna paste it over here. This is for this. I'm gonna take something like some address. Now I'm gonna see your page how it is going to look. Okay, this is how it is looking. Right now, this is like too big, so we'll try to restrict. Okay, how we are gonna do it, or else we can use as order.
Sir, we cannot use float sign.
Float.
Footer, we cannot use.
See, you can use, but the thing is how effective it using float and flex, which is having the high futures.
Let's.
So yeah, we need to make this to responsive. So for this, what I can do is I can restrict its width. Okay. This one, right? For this, I'm gonna add some style. Style is equals to, see, I was like, for now I was writing the inline stylings, but I should never see inline stylings in your code. Okay, when I was like inspecting or checking your validating your code, I should never see inline code. Okay, style is equals to width. I want, if I want to use percentage, again I need to like use virtual keyword. Width of like 25%, we'll try to use it. Okay, we can use more, but it is like taking this thing. Or else you can do one thing, you can use flex for all the divs, so that everything is gonna take equal space. Flex of 1. I'll just copy this for all the divs. Okay, so each and everything is equally divided. Next is I need to add some content here, so that I'll just copy this. Okay, next we have a phone icon. This is map, right? Here you can get all the icons. Chart, here you can get, see here you can get all the icons. Okay, if you try it, you just need to copy paste, that's it. See, you have anything you want, you can change the color to yellow, anything, whatever the color you want, you can change it.
We can change and we can see also.
We can change and see as well, and you can change the font size as well, I mean the size. Okay, next you can like use any icon, so that you can place your icons here. Next, what is the next one here? A phone and India. You can just add the icon. Okay, for this I'm gonna add some p tag. We'll try to check a phone icon. And spinner text studio phone. Where? Okay, any icon. You can like that icons will be available. That is not, if it is not available here, you can also available here. Font awesome. There is a website, Font Awesome. Okay, here you can get all the icons. And also the important thing to remember in when you are like applying Font Awesome, when you are using icons is you should be aware which version of icons you have this you given the CDN. Okay, if you have given 3, think that you have given 3 version of CDN. Okay, then you can access only that version of icons. Okay, whatever the version you have given, you can only use that particular icons. Got it? So if you are like passing one version, and if you are using another version icons, that is not going to. See, here you can get all the icons. You can give icon like phone. See, you can get all type of phone icons here. Okay, whatever you want, you can like use it. Just take it out. It is, we cannot see it here because the version changes. Okay, there is some other version we are using. See, this is 5.10.2, but we are using something like 4.7.0. So version changes, it will not work. If you pass version 5th version here, then only it is going to work. Okay, so that is the things you need to like take care of it. I don't know, like in my initial days, I don't know this. I was like using this first when I was checking this, it is working. But when I was using from here or some other places, the icons is not working. Okay, I was like messed up with it. I tried like different things, different sort of things. Okay, each and everything is not working. Some with that particular version will work, and the other things is not going to work. Okay, then with lot of things, then I comes to know, okay, I have like doing the wrong thing, the version things. So you don't make it happen. Okay, next what do we have here? We have one more. Okay, and you can add your icons. You need to add the icons. Now I want the whole color to be black, background color. For which one do I need to provide? To the parent div here. See what is happening? The color is black, not changed. Background color changed, but the font color is black by default. In that we cannot see. So what I'm gonna do? I'll make it as white. Okay. Now, if you want the padding on the left and right, you can use the padding. Everything is in your hands. Okay. You understood how we are going to create the layout using flex? Okay. In all the cases, the same thing happens. From the beginning. Okay. This is also the list of items to flex. Okay, this is like just the normal image. I mean, this is a slider. As of now, you don't care, and the task is also for you. Okay, what you need to do is you need to create this particular layout for Achievers ID. Okay, this header. You using flex, you can like do it. Okay, next, this you try to add some image here. The same image you try to add. Okay, you don't worry about this slider somewhere. Okay, and this one as well. This also to be placed, but it is in above this image. I'll try to explain when it comes to positions. I'll try to explain that as of now, but you try to create here itself next to that image, no problem. And this sending courses, this is a 4-column layout. You don't worry about these things, but the card, 4 cards, it should be created. This is 4-column layout. Once it there is no complexity. If one card is created, the rest of the things are copy paste. Next, this is also the same thing. This section is also next. This one. Okay, how can you do this? No, this is also icons. Okay, this is also icons. The color. Understood? Just now I told the icons and the color. Pick this color and you try to add that color. Next, on hover all this also, what is this happening? On hover effect, something is happening. Height and width is increasing. That also needs to be done in this section. Okay. Next, this 3-column layout. Okay, don't worry about the slider, but the card has to be done, created. Next, this one on hover, each and every detail needs to be done. Okay, with the font size as well. Okay, how much is this font size? See, everything will be available here. The only thing is you need to check and you need to execute. Font size of 1.25 rem they have used. Okay, you need to use the same font size, or else there you have some extensions like font finder. Okay, what is this font finder is going to do is it is going to tell which font you have used, and it's going to give all the details regarding the font. Here font finder. Okay, if you like, whatever the details you want, if you take there and you click on that particular text, it is going to give you all the details regarding that particular font. Okay, the font color, font size, background color, font family, font size, how much line height they have used, each and every detail they're gonna give. Okay, what all the things you want, you need to pick it from here. You can use it, or else you can also inspect the element and you can take it from here. Either of the cases. And there is a few extensions for color picking also. For color picking, color. Eyedropper. Okay, what is this going to do is pick color from web page. What this is going to do is, if you want to pick some color from the website. Okay, I want you are not sure which color they have used here. You need to know which color it is. Now I'm gonna take the mouse over there and click on it. Okay, now if you click on it here, you can get all that color name. Okay, so that you can use it. Understood? So that each and every detail, is there any difficulties in getting the details? No, right? Next, this one is also, this is a small thing. Next, we have these things. On hover, they are doing something. Try to understand what they are doing and execute it. So this is an image. So make this image. This you try to ignore for now. This thing has to be done. This one. Okay, this one also has to be done. This also has to be done. If there is any text or something, please try to like copy paste. That's it.
We must create a home page, sir.
So
We must create a home page.
Home page you need to create. If you want, you can use this same images also. You can get these images also. Right click, save as. You can get the images. Okay. Or else you can inspect it. You can get the source where it is from. See, here you have this image. If you click on it, it is going to open here. Now you can save this image, save images. Okay, next. Okay, so this is how you need to build it. Each and every detail, I'm going to check it. So complete it. Practice this. This is the task for tomorrow. Any doubts in Flex? First, you practice Flex. What is Flex? What are all the properties, content properties, and item properties? Again, once you are like have an overview, then you start building this, implementing on this. So this becomes the real time. Okay, that becomes the practice. This becomes the real time. This is the real time scenarios which we are giving you. Okay, you need to complete this. Chalo. That's it for the day, guys. If you have any queries, please let me know.